All right.
Think of something. Hello.
Do it one more time.
Don't do two, you fucker. It's really annoying. Just do one. One more.
Yeah. All right. Bread and Butter coming at you live in the afternoon here at Canyons Radio Hall. Beautiful College of the Canyons.
The whole hall's for the radio?
Oh, yeah, baby.
Ah.
Peanut Butter Baby.
What
up in
episode
the
is
mix. 40. Episode 40. YMCA.
I just want to confuse Taylor.
Richard Andall on the keys. Sam Delgado. Taylor Enns. Tanner Nava, a.k.a. Peanut Butter Baby. And I'm Zach Ferber.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yes, brother.
Hell yes, brother.
Brother. It's We Don't Care Wednesday.
It is.
And it's also our top 40s. Oh, yeah. And it's
Remind me
also
to
our
mute
top
that part.
40s.
Gets progressively just crazier every time.
Me?
Yeah. I feel like it started off normally like meme status, and then
Now it's-
whenever you start, it's up here. It's like.
I'm a little bit sick.
All right.
Yeah, I
In
know
the
you
head.
sound like it.
Yeah.
It started, it was like the peanut butter bananas, like,
I think 2 weeks ago I was like, because my voice was gone. I was like, that's the level it should be.
inside voices.
Yeah.
Sam has a cool mic today.
Sam does
Yeah,
have
it
a
is
mic.
pretty cool.
He's gonna drop.
I might
a
freestyle
hot
a little bit.
verse. Please
Honestly,
do.
So can you?
We'll wait.
We might.
End of the show.
We might freestyle. Just.
I mean, you are a big fan of Dame Dollar.
Don't ask me to freestyle.
You know I'm off the band.
We might just freestyle.
He hopped off the bandwagon a long time ago.
I know, but I'm just like I was saying, like Dame Dollar isn't Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard's a basketball player. Dame Dollar's
The rapper.
Yep.
I know.
And Victor Oladipo has a jazz album.
What happens when it's Dame time?
That's basketball.
Yeah.
Actually, that could be both.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like it could be both.
That could be both. Because, I mean, that'd be kind of cool. Be like, oh, it's Dame time. And he walks into the studio. Hello.
That's how he walks.
He's like, hello.
Hello.
Hello. Let's dive into some Dodgers. Yesterday, they got back on the winning track after, I don't know what the hell you want to call the first Matt Kemp's total blunder.
I was at the game.
You were at that game?
Yeah.
I mean, what was that like from a fan's perspective, watching Matt Kemp round his way?
No, I was at the game yesterday.
Oh, you're at the game yesterday?
Yeah, the game they won.
How was that?
It was
It
good.
didn't really look like he did that much. I feel like he thought he was out.
When you mean when Matt Kemp was trying to go to second?
We didn't really try to go to second. He kind of just ran past first.
Okay, but
Technically, he took one step.
But it still counts.
No, I know it still counts, but it's not like it was like he did anything like that dumb. Like he thought he was out because he didn't see that they missed the throw. It's not like he really. I don't think it was a Matt Kemp blunder. I just think it was unfortunate.
just a mistake.
Yeah, it was just an unfortunate thing.
It was unfortunate,
that
but it's
happened.
but also you gotta curve your way out there. Not curve your way inside. Curve your way out there, no matter what. But what was it like at yesterday's game?
It was fun. Yeah, they hit back-to-back homers.
Taylor and Puig
Yeah.
sparked that Dodger rally in the 6th inning to win them the game. Kenley Jansen got the save.
Who started?
Brock Stewart.
Brock Stewart. It was his first start of 2018. He looked okay.
Yeah, it was okay.
Who got the win?
Chargois. JT Chargois.
Yeah.
But were you nervous when Jansen came in?
I left.
You left?
Right
Typical
before he
Dodger
came in.
fan.
Yeah.
Try to beat that traffic.
I've never left a baseball game. I just want to point that
You
out.
just stayed there until they kicked you out?
He's never been to it. No, I'm kidding. I'm
Where
kidding.
do you get off?
Where do you get off, brother?
Tanner's trying to say he sleeps next to the Dodger Stadium.
Yeah. When Kershaw doesn't let me come into his house, I just go kick it at Dodger Stadium.
Oh, yeah. Jansen earned his 9th save of the year. The Dodgers, 5-3. And I feel like this is a nice little resurgence for the Dodgers. Hopefully Chris Taylor and Yasiel Puig can get it going.
Turner got back. It's time to find their mojo, baby.
Turner did pretty good when he came back against the Marlins. The rest of the Dodgers really didn't, except when they won 7-0, Now the Dodgers will conclude the series tonight. It'll be Kenta Maeda on the mound versus Kyle Freeland. Tale of two evenly matched pitchers, if you ask me.
Kenta Maeda looked really good in his last outing.
He did.
Yeah. Kenta Maeda this whole year has looked actually
Probably the best.
pretty good.
Pretty
Look
solid.
what you
Well, I
thought
mean
he would be
Kershaw.
when you got him.
Yeah. And Maeda's added, 20 pounds over the last few years, I guess, maybe.
Something like
Bulking
that.
up like
That's what
Cody
you do when you
Bellinger.
come to America.
Yeah. You know what I heard? So obviously Cody Bellinger bulked up a lot.
He played
But
center the other day. That was weird for me.
and they're putting Max Muncy at
I felt
first.
uncomfortable. Like
It was a
Matt
little
Kemp
weird.
was available and he didn't play center field.
I don't want Matt Kemp in
Yeah.
center field. Matt Kemp is the worst.
But it's
defense.
Cody Bellinger also.
I
It's
know it's
weird.
Cody Bellinger, and Cody Bellinger is a first baseman, but I would much rather have him out there than maybe the worst defensive player
agree.
in the entire major leagues.
Come on.
Matt Kemp's bad.
No, Matt Kemp is bad.
I know.
Okay, but
for
would,
nostalgia.
I get it, but even when he was younger, he wasn't that good.
I know.
When I was at the game on Mother's Day when he made that
Also,
outstanding
someone else,
catch, when he laid out and made that catch,
Yeah.
I was like, "What the heck?"
It was like
I've never seen
the
Matt Kemp
outfield
do that.
was like Kemp, Bellinger,
Peterson.
and Jock. Just put Jock in center.
Put Kike in center.
Put Chris Taylor in center.
Put Chris Taylor in center. Okay,
Literally any like your first baseman.
but
It was weird.
I see what they're doing.
because they wanted to put Max Muncy.
Yeah.
at
Doesn't he
first.
play?
I don't even
something
like-
else
He plays
too?
third.
Yeah, third.
I don't
He
like
can play the
Muncy.
corner. You don't like Muncy?
No.
Even though how good he's been doing.
Yeah.
He didn't do good yesterday.
I know he didn't do
Yeah.
good yesterday, but I mean,
don't
what is he batting over 300 in his last 10 games or something?
Something like that.
He's still only at like a 240 something
Yeah.
average though. I mean, I don't mind him, but like he wouldn't be my first choice still.
Absolutely not. But the way he's swinging the bat, Dave Roberts likes what he sees. Dave Roberts, being a manager,
Hello. I'm Dave Roberts, and I'm here to manage this baseball game.
I am a manager of. The
I am
Dodgers.
manager of Dodgers. I'd rather have Bob Guerin manage the games. I feel like Bob Guerin knows
I
what
miss
he's doing.
Mattingly.
I miss Don Mattingly too. I feel bad for Don Mattingly because he has absolutely nobody except for Real Muto and
Don't
Bohr.
talk about Justin Bohr like that, okay?
I said except.
You have
Justin
Louis
Bohr.
Brinson too, Starlin Castro, and Dietrich.
Okay.
I don't know who their pitchers are though.
All I know is one pitcher, that Wei Yen Chen.
Oh yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah,
Now
but
he
they
is.
beat the Dodgers 3.
I know they beat the Dodgers. I guess Mattingly knows what he's doing. There goes my hat. But
R.I.P.
What are
RIP.
you doing to lose your?
I just was gonna do this, but it's gone. But game time 7:10 at Dodger Stadium.
What are the stand-ins looking like?
Go Rays.
Go Rays.
410.
The standings.
Got you.
Thanks.
I just feel like we have to mention the Rays.
Go Rays, yeah. Willie Adames.
The Rays
future's
are
here.
10 games back, but the
It's not fair, okay?
The Dodgers are 4.5 back of the Rockies, who are 26.
Aren't you in like fourth place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Padres are 3 games behind the Dodgers in the final spot.
The Giants are like 2 games ahead.
The Giants are 2 games ahead. The Diamondbacks are half a game behind the Rockies. However, the Diamondbacks have lost 6 in a row and 1-9 in their last 10.
It's good for you guys, but
And they're losing right now.
And they're losing right now as the score stands
8-1.
8-2. Yeah, 8-2 in the top of the 7th in Milwaukee. Milwaukee like I talk it. Milwaukee like I talk it.
I just watched a clip.
Jesus, Zach, come on.
It was 1-0 in the
Pretty
bottom of the
good.
ninth.
It was
And Angel Hernandez or whatever his name is, the ump,
Yeah.
just called ball 4 on a strike right down the middle
Nice.
and threw Craig Counsell out in a 1-0 game in the bottom of the ninth. And I was like, you can't
That's embarrassing.
do that, man. It's more like if it was like 10-0, I understand, and I'm sure if it was 10-0, Craig Counsell wouldn't even argue.
You know
But,
what You know what I find interesting is that the Dodgers have a plus 13 run differential. The Rockies, who are in first place, have a minus 25.
means they win close ones.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah,
They
brother.
beat the Dodgers 2-1. So that explains it.
Yeah. That's all you need, close ones. Shut out them games.
Doesn't matter how close it is as long as you get the W.
But the Dodgers did just get a 7-0 win not that long ago.
Against the Marlins,
So
yeah.
that's-
It could be 1,000-0, but it's a
Half.
W.
No, it is.
The Dodgers are really bad with runners in scoring position, so that's a
Yes.
nice confidence booster,
I'm sure Dave Roberts knows what he's doing.
allegedly.
Did you know that Dave Roberts is the manager of
yeah.
the Dodgers?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He lets you know.
Yeah.
Yes. He said, I am the manager of the Dodgers.
Hey, Dave. Hey, yeah. It's can you say my full title? It's Dave Roberts,
Manager of the
manager
Dodgers.
of
Manager
the
of the
Dodgers, the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Of Los Angeles.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The manager.
Speaking of the Los Angeles area team.
Of Los Angeles?
Yes. The Angels.
Suck. Sorry,
Yeah,
Tim.
they're
Just
doing
kidding. They don't
really
suck.
bad, losing. What is it? 5
For
of
sure,
6.
yeah.
I said 5 of 6. They beat the Rays 5-2. They lost to the Blue Jays yesterday 5-3. Not a lot going right for the Angels, except for if you're Shohei Ohtani, you're doing everything you can right.
Isn't Mike Trout hurt?
The Angels are good on the road, and they suck at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very true. The Angels are a great road team, a terrible home team, however. Mike Trout leads the team with 14 home runs.
No way.
He's batting a 289 with
Mike Trout?
28 ribbies. Justin Upton has he's in second with 11 home runs, but leads the team with 34 RBIs. You have a great team on paper if you're the Angels.
I think
Honestly, they're still decent. They're on a bad stretch.
It pains me to say this, but if they don't go to the playoffs this year, it's Mike Scioscia bye-bye time.
Mike Scioscia is the longest tenure manager in baseball right now. That'd be sad.
I feel like after every
Like,
year,
if, like-
Tim is calling for him to get fired.
Well, he should have been fired like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like with this team, I know your pitchers are not that great.
They're not bad either.
They're not. I mean, they're major
average.
league pitchers. You know,
Yeah.
you're gonna get what you ask of them. But I know the division's kind of rough too. But with this kind of names on your roster, it's for sure a disappointment if you don't at least get a wild card.
Yeah, especially absolutely. And
I still think they will, though.
I think they will too.
Man, the way
I don't think they're winning that division for
No.
sure.
Well,
I
Well, I
think,
mean, they got the
winning the
Astros.
division.
I mean, Oakland is overperforming by a mile right now. It's insane. And then you got
Oakland's one game behind
Seattle,
the Angels.
who's not
Are they
too
really?
far behind. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the
And then
Texas Rangers are in last place.
The Rays are not far behind either. And I'm not just like saying that, but
No, you're right.
we're like 4 back of the wild card, I think.
And if you're the Angels, what you need to focus your sights on is not Houston. It's jumping Seattle in the standings.
It's just beating everyone else but Houston, I think,
yeah.
in
And-
your division.
Considering Seattle just lost Robinson Cano, which is a huge piece for the Mariners offense for 80 games, you know, Robinson Cano's legacy might be tarnished, but we'll get back to that later on. But
Aren't like steroids in baseball like synonymous? Like, you're supposed.
Didn't
to
you hear
take
what he
steroids.
said? I don't know if this is a real quote. Might have been fake, but he was like, "Sorry for making your extremely boring game more exciting."
I don't think he said that.
Yeah. I don't know. He's kind of got an ego. I mean,
Robinson Cano definitely has an ego, you know, considering that a lot of people don't like him because he doesn't hustle to first base. But I mean, why would you need to hustle on an easy ground out if you're Robinson Cano? Robinson Cano's not fast.
He's not like. Oh, I mean, he's not slow.
He's not slow, but he's not fast. But the Angels play the Blue Jays tonight
In Toronto.
in Toronto at 4:07 Pacific time. And on the
Go
mound,
Jays.
for that game is Aaron
Angels.
Sanchez
Go
for the
Jays.
Jays and Tyler Skaggs for the Angels. Skaggs boasting a 2.88 ERA.
That's pretty good.
One of their best pitchers. That's not
I would
named
boast
Shohei
as
Ohtani.
well.
Oh yeah.
Is
that.
Garrett Richards hurt?
Is Garrett Richards hurt? And
I have a feeling I heard that.
I don't.
I think you're making that up.
I hope I'm not.
I hope he doesn't.
I mean, I
sue
hope
you
I
for
am.
that.
I'm challenging your authority as a journalist. Or did you just make up? You just
No,
lie?
Garrett Richards pitched yesterday.
You just absolutely lied on a quote.
I said I think.
Wow. I hope Garrett Richards hears this.
I'm sorry.
and
I hope
sues
he
you.
wasn't hurt.
I hope he sues your ass
Did
off.
you ever? Do you know who Chael Sonnen is?
Who?
Yeah.
Chael Sonnen.
Yeah.
He did that one time on what's the show called with the guys in Miami with Poppy.
Highly questionable.
Highly questionable.
Yeah.
The worst show on
Dun,
ESPN.
dun.
What's the guy's
Let's
name?
all look at the
son,
camera awkwardly.
Dan Lebitard.
Dan Lebitard. Yeah, he one time Dan Lebitard was like reading a quote and he said one word wrong and Chael Sonnen goes, "You absolutely just lied." And I bet you're gonna edit this out because I just made you look like the charlatan that you are. It's so funny.
Wow.
But I mean, that's who his like personality.
You gotta know
is.
Chael
yeah.
Sonnen.
If you know Chael Sonnen, it's like a total Chael Sonnen thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
But he's funny. I want to interview him one day.
Chael Sonnen.
Yeah, he sounds like a nice guy.
He's a character.
He's a
He
character.
invented like, I feel like without him, like Conor McGregor couldn't do what he does.
The attitude.
Like no, just like the way if you watch like how fights are built up now, like how people like I don't know, just like he's the one who started like questioning everyone's like entire life, like to where you have to defend your country and your family and all this stuff in a fight. Like he's the one who started that. It's funny.
Is Chael Sonnen is she from the United States? I don't
Yeah.
know. Okay.
He's from Oregon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Westland, Oregon.
You know him.
He says it
Oregon.
every
Oregon.
single time
As my
he's in
10th grade
Oregon.
English teacher would say.
Or Asian.
Oregon. I'm like,
gonna
you're
die.
an English teacher. You should.
You're on the verge of dying. You look
Honestly,
like you're gonna die.
Hey,
Like I
you're
want
closer
to.
to death than you were 10 seconds ago.
Wow. Mind blown.
Richard's like,
Richard's like, yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
All right, let's move on to the NHL. Game 7, Caps and Lightning. Winners.
Go
Caps.
Lightning.
Go Caps.
Go Lightning.
Go. Yeah.
Go Caps.
Lightning
Go,
are
go
gonna-
Knights.
Lightning are
The
gonna.
Knights are in, man.
The Knights are there. The winner faces.
Honestly,
I'll bet you
Vegas
each
Knights.
$5 that the Lightning win.
no, I would bet the Lightning will win too.
I don't bet.
You will?
I don't bet.
You don't bet?
Who
It's
wants
legal
to bet
now.
me $5?
It's legal now.
No, I think the Lightning will win. It's in Tampa.
It is. I watched the game.
I know. You had to ask me what icing was.
Yeah. They kept saying it, and I figured.
Well, because
was-
it kept happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I get a jersey based off of that game,
You're never gonna buy an NHL jersey.
I would get the goalie.
They're like $800.
No, I know.
They're,
how to
they're
get-
expensive.
You can get.
No,
I mean,
You get a cheap
I
one.
have a connection.
Yeah.
okay.
Slow.
You're gonna get it from China.
No.
China.
From China.
China.
Um,
But what do you guys think is an X factor for today's game? For tonight's game, rather. If we even know any X factor.
Ovechkin.
Okay.
Ovechkin's always an X factor.
Ovechkin's always an X
I
factor.
forget his
I was
name.
actually going to go for...
I forget his name, but
let's
he's
He's
throw
going
it
to
on.
go for Braden Holtby.
Nope, he's on the
Okay.
Braden
Lightning.
Holtby's
that's it.
super inconsistent.
I know, but he stepped up the last game, so he
I
might...
feel like the only way Washington wins this game is if Tampa screws up again and gives.
And the way Tampa...
yeah.
The way Tampa can win this game is if... what is his name? Jesus.
The goalie?
Vazelski, right? Is that
the
the goalie's
goalie?
name?
Yeah, yeah.
No,
If-
that's not how you say it, but yeah.
Is that... Oh, well, how do you say it?
I don't know how to say it either. But
Sound it out. Vasilevsky.
Okay.
Okay.
You did your best.
What's this guy's name?
I'm sorry.
They kept talking about him.
Stamkos,
No, I know. Yeah, I know who that is now. Kucherov.
the goal.
They said.
Oh, yeah,
has
he's
to
good
play.
too.
They were saying he has to play. That's what I was watching.
They have
After
to
the
not
game-
get their asses beat.
After the game, they were saying that he has to play well. So I'm gonna pick him as my X factor.
I think Tampa Bay has this game on lockdown as long as they don't mess up and give Washington power play advantage.
And if you're going with the Lightning, another X factor, Yanni Gourde. Gordy, maybe? Gourde. The left winger.
It's probably Gorda.
His birthday is a day before mine.
Wow.
But 25 goals on the year, had 64 points in the regular season. That's a
Who are you
huge
picking
X factor.
today?
I'm going to go with the Lightning.
They're
Lightning.
the better team on
Who
paper.
are you picking today?
I'll pick the Lightning. I don't want them
Who are
to
you
win.
picking today?
Capitals.
There you go.
Richard? Lightning or
Capitals?
Capitals? Game 7.
Ovechkin has... This is the moment for Ovechkin.
Probably his last chance.
Lightning.
Damn. Shout out.
All right.
All right, guys. Let's move.
Did you watch that game though? Like
I did. It was a very great game if you're a
they
Capitals
got
fan.
their asses kicked.
Yeah.
I was like, this is happening. And Taylor's like, they're just being outplayed.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't know
like
if that was
you're
normal.
like, why does Tampa not have as many shots on goal? I was like,
No, I was
"It's
like,
because they're not
literally-
getting the puck.
No. I was saying, why aren't they shooting at all? Like they never. Like when I was watching.
when you started watching, they were 4-on-5, so they had less players. Therefore, they don't have.
No,
as-
I mean like I watched from like the second. I watched the second, the
I
third
know.
period.
And
I
they
didn't watch
had a
the
power
first
play
period.
pretty early in the second.
No, when they scored, that was like mid. That was like more than halfway through. When they scored on the power play,
Yeah, it was in the first half of the second period.
I thought it was in the second half. Oh.
It'll be a good game to watch tonight. There's also a few other
I'll
good
be
games to
watching.
watch tonight. We'll get to that later. But the Chargers, on the other hand,
No.
gonna be continuing to be snake bit by injuries. Hunter Henry suffers a torn ACL in Tuesday's OTAs. He's out for the year.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
He's dead.
He's R.I.P. He's
So
dead.
okay,
But
What you said, I would do is
would you sign back? Would you re-sign Antonio Gates?
I would resign Antonio Gates.
The
Why
thing
not?
is-
He
the
knows
thing
your
is,
offense.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, like,
Fans are gonna love
But
it.
he's not gonna start.
He's not gonna fill the role that no one can fill the role that Hunter Henry.
No,
not even Virgil Green.
But I mean,
Definitely
at the
not
same
Virgil
time,
Green.
like
Definitely not
I
Virgil
would
Green.
still rather have Antonio Gates be my primary.
It depends on
tight
how
end than
cheap he
Virgil
is.
Green. I guess.
Because Telesco's a real penny cruncher.
I guess. I mean, you could sign him to a big 1-year deal.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think anyone's gonna sign him at this rate until like preseason.
I don't either. So why not just go?
What'd you
for
say?
it?
That's what,
You said Gates. Gates, yeah, he's 38, and he has told the Chargers he wants to come back.
Exactly.
And the
38
Chargers said
years
no.
old.
Hunter Henry's our guy.
But
Yeah, Hunter Henry got hurt.
Yeah.
So,
got hurt.
You know,
Did they make a mistake now? Like, do you think they should have signed him earlier for cheaper? Because now, for him, I feel like he could ask for more money because he'd be like, well, now you need me more.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I could.
I
see him
don't blame them for letting him go. If that's what you're asking.
No, I don't either. But like now looking back on it,
I mean, how
Let's say
would
they
they
make
have
him
known?
an offer.
We signed 2 tight ends in the offseason.
yeah. But I don't think that they're that good.
They're not.
no, they're not.
They're not Hunter Henry or Antonio Gates.
Sam's
got to
Sam
go.
Delgado has to
Sam.
go. He has to go feed the chickens. They're hatching. Have a wonderful
What?
afternoon.
Man.
The chickens are hatching.
Just like, what? Is that what he's
He
doing?
has
Yeah.
a farm.
Really?
Yeah,
No,
he's got to
can't.
tend to
He
his
does not
farm.
have a farm.
I'm confused.
The chickens are hatching. But in other news today, Roger Goodell,
You
the
must
NFL
stand.
announced a new policy requires on-field players and personnel to stand for the national anthem, or resulting in a 15-yard penalty.
That's stupid. They should fine him.
It's fine, Goodell.
Fine. No, are
they're
you
trying
talking
to
about
fine the
players?
players.
I'm sure you get a fine too.
No, I'm saying like a 15-yard penalty is stupid.
Well, they
because-
changed the kickoff rule anyway.
That's
so.
ridiculous.
Like, because,
I'm sorry.
like, look, regardless of how you feel about them standing or not, that doesn't affect the outcome of the game. Like, who's going to win or lose the game? It really doesn't. So,
Neither
why?
is a 15-yard penalty on kickoff.
I mean, I don't know. I just feel like that's stupid. But
I
you're, like,
think
enforcing
that's-
a rule
Just
on
told me to
game.
I
stand
feel
up.
like
that's just like I don't know. I feel
It-
like that's just an
appropriate
attack
timing that your
against.
watch told you to stand up during this story.
Right? How ironic. What a
I know.
quinky-dink.
I feel
But,
like it's an attack, like kind of just like a jab at trying to like get viewers back because it has dropped. So I think that's just
stupid.
yeah, the NFL has definitely
trying to do,
come
which is
under a
kinda
lot
dumb.
of scrutiny.
Honestly, I feel like no matter what side you're on, with like you think it's disrespect for kneeling, or you feel like you have the right to protest.
people just don't
I
like
feel like this is a
football
good
anymore.
compromise. You can stay in the locker room if you want,
Yeah,
show not to stand for the anthem, or if you want to.
That makes
be
it
out there.
worse to me.
yeah, because you're hiding.
I'm saying it's
you're
a compromise.
hiding
I'm not
what
saying
they're
each side is getting what they want,
yeah.
but
Uh,
to the people who think that it's super disrespectful by kneeling during the flag.
Yeah, but don't you think they would be more disrespected if you stayed in
Shouldn't
the locker
matter,
room?
dude. Like they should just fucking point the camera somewhere else. Then
I mean,
if they're
why
that-
does- why
if
does
they're that,
but that's the
do
thing.
it.
They're not going to point the camera somewhere else. If someone's kneeling, they're going to show that.
I know, dude. It's just like
Which is sad, but
if they don't like that, like why are they showing it? You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying. If you don't want that to be the focus, then don't make it your focus.
Yeah, it's like they're making a big deal out of like something that shouldn't really be a big deal.
And then they talk about it always right after.
yeah,
But I feel like the players want it to be a big deal.
The players
that's
do
cool.
want
Then
to
it
be a
should
big
be
deal, but the
like it
NFL
should be on
doesn't.
that level.
Like,
Like, yeah,
Exactly.
it's
That's
like,
why
Roger
they made this
Goodell
rule.
doesn't.
That's why this happened.
But what Richard's saying is, if you guys don't want it to be, if the NFL, not
well,
because now they're fighting with the players, and that is what's causing like drama and
They're always
controversy.
fighting with the players.
But it's like, dude, I don't know. It's dumb. I don't watch football anyway. I'm done.
I care more about football than football.
Look.
Foosball.
I'm not saying both
I don't wanna
sides are
play
going to get
that
what they
foosball.
want.
Yeah.
Except, I mean,
no.
like I said,
they
it's a
won't.
compromise.
Nobody will ever be
It's a give and you
easier.
take.
satisfied.
Cleveland Browns new quarterback Tyrod Taylor says to make a decision that strong, you would hope that the players have input on it, but obviously not. So we have to deal with it as players for good or a bad thing.
He's kind of right.
He has a good point.
The NFLPA probably will,
File
in the coming
agreements,
days,
right?
will
Or
say
not file
something
agreements, but
or organize something to combat that rule.
so
I feel like some players might even just like go up to their coach and be like, "Look, it's 15-yard penalty on the kickoff."
what's the worst can happen?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly. Devin Hester's not going to return it, But all 32 owners approved the policy, which will be part of the NFL's game operations manual, and thus not subject
That
to
surprised me.
collective bargaining.
It surprised me that the Jaguars owner does it, because he was one of the he actually would go down, and they didn't kneel, but like he would lock arms with his players. So I feel like he genuinely cares about like his players' opinions.
So did the Falcons owner, right?
Yeah, but they're two-faced in my opinion. All owners are just businessmen who can
get away with
be
anything.
ruthless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. He seems like one of the more genuine ones to me.
Shad Khan.
Yeah.
Just by that one thing.
He wants the Jaguars
In
to be
London,
in London,
yeah.
and I'm there for it because the Jaguars always play in London.
They do. I know. They're like London's team, but I don't want a team in London every week.
Yeah,
that would actually be
too
really
much.
bad. I think-
That's too
yeah.
much.
I actually take that back.
If anything, they would make I feel like a Canadian team.
No, London's the next one to go team.
No, I understand that, but I'm saying like that
If
would make
anything,
more
yeah.
sense.
I agree.
But
But they already have a Canadian league, and there might be like
Aren't the Chargers playing in London this year?
Yep.
Okay.
who are they
against the
playing?
Titans.
Titans.
Ooh, how boring.
What are you talking about? That's gonna be a good game.
That's a boring game.
It's boring.
Titans are
kidding?
boring.
The Titans aren't boring. They have one of the most fun to watch quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah, he was butthole last year.
What are you talking about? They went to the playoffs.
He was butthole. Mariota was not good last year. He was terrible.
He was not terrible.
Yes, he was. Look at his stats.
I will.
As you do that, we'll move into
What's happening?
I'll move into the association as Doc Rivers gets the contract extension he wants from the Clippers. So the terms of the deal were not disclosed, but Rivers was entering the final season of his contract, which pays him more than $11 million.
I don't really know why they gave him that much of a raise.
Oh my God.
So
Okay.
Mariota stats. We'll jump back to the
Mariota
NFL.
stats. 62% completion percentage.
That's really
Okay,
good.
not that bad. 32
That sucks.
100 yards, not very good. Not
13
that,
to 15 touchdown to interception.
Not
13
good.
to 15. Yeah. And how many?
How did they make the playoffs? What just happened?
Look at
I
the
just assume-
division.
He was not that good last year.
Look up Bortles.
Blake Bortles stats.
Didn't he have a turnaround year?
He had a better year. It wasn't. Like,
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, no.
I mean, let's be honest.
That's
The Jaguars
insane.
went as far as they did because their defense.
Yeah, their defense is one of the best in the leagues.
I guess the Titans did the same. I guess too. But like, people talk about Jaguars need to replace quarterback.
21 touchdowns,
13.
3,600 completion percentage, 60.
See, like,
Very
that's
close.
a good
yeah.
NFL quarterback to me. Mariota had 13 touchdowns, and no one's talking about the Titans needing a new quarterback. It's been 3 or 4 years this year.
Well, that was his worst year,
Yeah,
easily, at least statistically.
I mean, yeah, but after one bad Bortles, remember Bortles' rookie year? He had like 30 touchdowns.
No, that was his sophomore year.
Yeah, still.
His rookie
People
year.
are.
His rookie year, he had 11.
Oh, but the year
And
after he had a really good year.
The year after he had 35, but he did have 18 interceptions.
I'll take 35 to 18 every day.
I would too.
Yeah,
but
it's
then
almost
he went 23 and 16.
I'll take that over 13 to 15.
Well, of course, I would.
You want anything positive?
He's had one bad year.
He's
in his rookie year. Mariota has gotten worse with time,
Yeah, I don't.
and he gets hurt every year.
Yeah,
That's a story for another day.
I want to know why no one's talking about that.
We'll talk about it.
Mariota has. Well, he was better in his second year, 26 and 9. But I mean, he had a bad year last year, no question, and he got sacked 27 times.
Really, with that O line,
Mm-hmm.
he's a
His
problem now.
Rookie year,
There's no way that his O line is giving up 27 sacks. He is giving up 27
his
sacks,
rookie year, he got sacked 38 times,
and his O line is good.
and he only played 12 games in his rookie year.
This is interesting.
23.
Why is no one
second
talking about that?
year. I guess the only thing I could think is people have been higher on Mariota.
Well,
since
I
college.
haven't like paid attention to the Titans, right?
Right.
And so like, you said he had a crappy year, and I just assumed he had a good year because they went to the playoffs.
Uh-huh.
No, I knew he had a bad year.
They also have a really good running game, which is probably why.
Yeah.
That helped a
well,
lot.
they don't have DeMarco Murray now.
I mean, Derrick Henry's fine.
He is,
Yeah.
but I'm saying last year they had that 1-2 punch.
Where is DeMarco Murray?
Free agent?
He's still
Mhm.
out there waiting in the wings. But
Why is he not a Colt yet?
Oh, no, that's a good point. They need a running back.
let's dive back
Sorry, we're
into
talking
the
about Doc Rivers got
the
an extension.
association. So, Clippers chairman Steve Ballmer said, "We trust Doc to lead a competitive, tough, hardworking team while upholding a culture of accountability expected to resonate throughout the organization."
You know what that means? That now Doc Rivers has got a good contract extension.
Mm-hmm.
That means Austin Rivers is going to get a nice new contract as soon as he's a free agent with the Clippers.
Yeah, absolutely.
You think
The Clippers finished 42
I
and 40. by the way.
absolutely think,
they probably will?
absolutely think
I'm
that
just saying, there's.
his son is a problem on that team. I think
I
his son
agree.
his son needs to play for somewhere else. That locker room is never going to be
The This reminds me like a year or two ago. The GM of the Detroit Tigers, his son played for the team, and then he traded him at the trade deadline.
Dombrowski?
No,
Or was
it's
it-
not Dombrowski anymore. It's Avila.
Oh, Alex Avila.
Alex
yeah,
Avila.
yeah.
Got traded to the Cubs at the trade deadline.
This is a better
So
I
I'm
mean,
saying,
sucks.
like-
It sucks, but
And
at
he
the
was
end of the
pretty
day, it shows that you're not for your team. It shows that you're worried about the team. You're not worried about your son.
I agree. That's why I thought that it'd be possible for that he wouldn't get an extension because he's not.
I don't think he
He's not
should,
great.
but I think Doc Rivers will give it to him
Probably,
because
yeah.
I think Doc Rivers cares more about his son than he does about his job. And
I mean,
as a
wouldn't
person, you
you?
can't fault him. But I'm saying as a
You
player
have
on the
to
Clippers,
evaluate him as a basketball player.
yeah,
not
as a
son.
player on the Clippers and as the Clippers organization, that shouldn't be your priority.
Is he the biggest problem for that team?
I don't think he's the biggest problem, but I think that he's always going to be a problem when father and son are there. He's for years people have been saying he's got too much playing time. He got paid too much money, and it just so happens that his dad's the coach. Well, why is that happening? Because his dad is not only the coach but the president of the owner and operator, or not.
He's not the president anymore. He relinquished that title.
He did.
Yeah.
Okay.
this-
Well,
this
maybe
past-
because now that he relinquished, I didn't know that. Maybe then it could be fixed. But his dad was the one making those decisions, so that's stupid.
So we'll see what happens though, because I mean, when the season rolls around, the Clippers have the 12 and 13 pick in the
They could
the
use
draft,
that to trade up too.
and they could use that to trade up. They could use Austin Rivers as trade bait, allegedly, maybe. But when
They
they should.
They should.
When the Clippers come back next season, DeAndre Jordan,
He wants out though.
he wants out.
He's
unless,
wanted out for a long time.
unless the Clippers give him some nice money.
They did sign Lou Williams to an extension.
Lou Williams,
Tobias Harris.
Patrick Beverly,
What's his name? Teodosic. Milos Teodosic.
Milos Teodosic, who had a nice rookie year.
He received some votes for all rookie teams.
Yeah.
All rookie teams.
The Clippers aren't going to be a bad team, but
I think
they're
they
going to be a
will-
work in progress.
I think they will be slightly worse than they were this year.
If
I think
anything,
that's a problem.
if anything, they'll be 40
You
and
need to
42.
identify if you want to win now or rebuild. If you're in the middle, I think that's the worst place to be.
Yeah. Because they're right outside the playoffs, but they're not.
But they're like
If you look at
they're
all
not
the
close
playoffs
to dominating the West because the
No,
West.
Yeah.
Yeah. When they had Chris Paul and Blake Griffin, when those two guys were clicking with DeAndre Jordan, they were a deadly team, but they just
They
choked
had
the
Bledsoe,
playoffs.
too.
They
I feel
were-
like
they were just a great regular
I
season
feel like
team.
they were always a good team, but nobody ever thought that they were going to win it all. Like they were never considered the best team in the league. They were always just a good team. You knew that they were probably going to be get home field in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Probably get past the first round, and maybe get past the second round, which they never did. Like I don't know. Even with Chris Paul,
Because
and
back
them,
then you had to. What is this, like 3 or 4 years ago now?
this
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
was
This
pre
was-
Golden Warriors.
No, it
was like
the
pre-
same
it was
time.
pre- it was pre Kevin Durant.
Yeah. But like
Pre-
Steph,
no, no,
Steph and
no,
Clay
no,
and,
no.
and
This was
Green.
dominating Golden State Warriors.
So you're talking about like when the Lakers were good.
I'm
No.
talking about like at the end of the like when they had Dwight Howard, that was the last year they made the playoffs. They had Chris Paul for a while.
They had Chris
Yeah,
Paul
they
for
did.
like 6 seasons.
I remember one time they
Is
lost.
this like Heat?
They lost to the
era?
Warriors. They lost to the Warriors in a series that they were supposed to win. They were the home.
So I'm saying, yeah, this is like the come up
What?
of the Warriors.
yes.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I just
But,
what
like,
year
I'm
was that? That was 20.
I think it was
2013?
2011? No,
I was
It
gonna
was
say 14.
2013 and 14.
yeah.
I think
NBA.
Yeah.
I'll
they
do
beat the
research.
Warriors
Yeah.
in 2014. They beat the Warriors.
This is around the same time that the Mavs were good, I think, and the Spurs.
yeah.
The Warriors
Mavs,
were the
Spurs,
yeah.
Thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
2014 they lost in 7 games if I'm not mistaken to the
Clippers and Warriors.
Clippers beat the Warriors in 7
and
games.
they lost to the Thunder.
And they yes.
That's when the
Unless
Thunder were good.
you
yeah.
want to go back to the
But before that I'm saying like that was still at the time that they were supposed to like be a good like they were supposed to be a legit contender and they never were even previous to that year.
even if you look back at 2013, the previous year, the Clippers lost to the Grizzlies. And
Yeah.
and the Grizzlies almost went to the finals. They lost to the Spurs. And that's when
The Spurs beat the Heat, I think.
No,
right?
Miami beat
Oh.
the Spurs, and then the Spurs got their revenge.
Yeah.
The following, the
Back when
Clippers
basketball was
have
so
always. I love your face. You're I know.
I'm just hearing you talk, dude. It's golden. I like hearing it, dude.
You're cutie.
Thanks, man.
But the Clippers have always
Disappointed, I feel like.
they've been a great regular season team.
That's what I'm saying. Their problem is like they re-signed Doc Rivers. You know, they're probably gonna get some player in free agency, maybe something like make a move, not like a big move.
I don't think.
Right.
I
Like
think something to help.
They'll draft two lottery
and they'll
guys.
draft two.
They'll draft two
yeah.
lottery guys. That'll
And
be solid.
They're gonna think that they have a chance to get in the playoffs.
I mean,
this
I'm pretty
year, which
sure
they do.
I'm pretty
but,
sure
like,
Donovan Mitchell
I think
was
you
picked
need
13th.
you need to make up your mind whether you want to go all in and win now, or just get rid of everybody and start over.
You said the 13th and the 14th pick?
He said
12 and 13.
12 and
We'll have to see what happens. But
Donovan Mitchell was the 13th pick last year.
and if we look at an NBA,
But the Jazz were already a playoff team.
They were, but I mean, come on, Donovan Mitchell.
and if you look at a mock draft, I'll look at this one from Sporting News. I can somewhat.
Why do you pick the most credible sources on the internet?
Oh yeah, somewhat.
Honestly, I'm hearing that a lot of people saying that they think the Suns are going to get Doncic. Is that how you say his name? Luna Doncic.
Oh, Luka
Luka
Doncic.
Yeah.
But there's
I
a
think
lot of
that
talk
they should get
Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton.
I think it's perfect to get DeAndre Ayton because he's from Arizona.
Yeah.
He gets
Yeah.
to stay home with the crowd.
But like I don't know, I feel
all
like
those Suns
like,
fans.
I don't know, I just feel like guard shouldn't be there. Like, isn't their issue?
No, they have Devin Booker, Fox. Is it De'Aaron Fox or
Aaron
Deion?
Fox is on the Kings.
Or who am I thinking then? They have Alfred Payton.
They did just trade for Alfred Payton. Don't they still have Brandon Knight who's coming back? from
Brandon
injury?
Knight, yeah. Who am I thinking of?
did
It's
they
not
get last year?
Yeah,
Oh, last year they got what's his name?
from
Josh Jackson.
Josh
Yeah,
Jackson.
But
Thank
he's
you.
a small
Kentucky,
small
right?
forward.
Yeah.
Josh Jackson?
Josh Jackson.
It's some
He's
blue
not from
team, right?
Kentucky.
Kentucky,
He's from
Kansas.
Yeah, the blue team. Yeah.
There's a few blue teams.
It's Duke, Kansas,
but that's
and
what I'm
Kentucky are
saying.
like-
Like for
they're all the
their
same.
smaller for their wing guys, like they got solid wing guys already.
Mhm.
You know.
And I mean,
feel like
Alex
DeAndre
Len.
Ayton-
Alex Len's a nice
I mean,
footer.
yeah, and then they got Tyson Chandler too. But like
As a
Tyson
vet.
Chandler's aging.
Yeah.
Alex Len really didn't produce the way that you had hoped for a number 6 overall pick. Like that guy's good. DeAndre Ayton's good. Is a good center.
He's a 7-footer.
Yeah, I mean
He's
like,
comparable to Anthony Davis.
That's a great comparison. Anthony Davis is a MVP. So
I mean, he's not, but
he's an MVP candidate.
he's
Yeah.
a candidate. Yeah.
I mean, he could win.
I
He's
want
an
him to
MVP.
win. He won't win.
He's an MVP caliber player if he had a better team around.
I'd vote for him because you know what? He doesn't travel.
Anthony Davis is probably one of the top, he's a top 5. No doubt about it. But according to this mock draft,
In the last 2 days, I've watched James Harden and LeBron James take 5 steps to the basket.
Yeah, those are probably the 2 biggest ones.
Yeah.
Maybe Russell Westbrook too.
Yeah, him especially too.
Yeah.
So according to this draft, the Clippers with the 12 would select Colin Sexton, point guard from Alabama.
That guy's good.
He had a great year for
That
Alabama.
guy is good.
And then Miles Bridges from
He's good
Michigan
too.
State.
Actually, that'd be 2 good, solid pickups for them. But
Power's in their hands.
I don't know.
I'd trade him. I'd trade both of them to get like a number 2 pick.
I don't think they could go that high.
Why not?
To number
12 and
2.
13?
For number 2, no.
Maybe
not?
for like 5.
3.
I don't think
That's a
so.
stretch.
I don't think they would.
12 and 13?
I think they'd have
5
to.
would
They'd
be-
have to
yeah.
throw something else
Wait,
in.
okay.
You
who's-
have to-
if you threw Austin Rivers in there,
Sure.
that might get you like 1 spot higher.
It's the Suns and then the Grizzlies, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
No. Grizzlies ended up being like 4th, I think. Didn't
It's
they?
the it's
Oh, the
the
Kings
Suns
are-
and the Kings.
Kings. Yeah, Kings jumped up.
Yeah.
The
So you could trade him to the Kings.
Oh man, you know who'd be good on the Kings? Doncic would be good on the Kings, but they did just draft De'Aaron Fox, but would be a Duke's guy. What's his name?
Bagley.
Yeah,
Marvin
he'd be
Bagley.
good on the Kings. He'd be really good on the Kings.
That's why they
slot
traded
Or,
Bagley at
but
the
if you're the
third.
Kings and DeAndre Ayton's there too, grab DeAndre Ayton.
For sure.
If DeAndre Ayton's there at 2, I'd be so surprised.
I would. I don't know. More. I've seen more mock drafts with them getting Doncic.
Well,
than
didn't Doncic
Ayton.
just win something recently?
He won
Well,
the
it's the EuroLeague MVP.
yeah.
But the thing is,
He won
I'm
them the
not
whole
sure
thing,
what
yeah.
country he's from. It's a European
It's Spain,
country.
isn't it?
He's from I think he plays for Real Madrid, which is in Spain, but I don't necessarily know
I think
what
he's from a
country
different country than
Look
that,
it up.
though. But if I read correctly, the coach that they just signed is from that same country, and that's why they believe like they have
The
a
Suns
relationship.
just signed?
He's from
The coach that the Suns got.
He's Serbian.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
He's from Slovenia.
Let's see, Suns head coach. what's his name? I don't even remember his name, but because they
Igor Koskakov.
yeah. Okay, where's he from?
Sounds like the
Definitely
same
from
area
Serbia.
anyway.
Let's Google. Let's find this guy's Google page. I can't find it. Igor.
He is from Serbia.
Yeah. See, that's what. Yeah.
Stars are aligning.
Mm-hmm. So that's why
His birthday's a day after mine.
Oh my gosh.
it's very likely that they draft Donich because they have a relationship previous to him being signed, and then
They have a they have a country.
How old is Don?
No, but I'm
19.
saying like they know each other. Like
Yeah.
they already knew each other before.
So he would fit in a system. Exactly.
Well, I don't know if he'd fit in their system. I think there's a crowded front court there, but
I honestly think that Bagley should go second, but I won't be mad if Doncic goes number 2. But DeAndre Ayton needs to be number 1. He needs to be number 1 to the Suns.
if he could fall.
Sam Darnold's supposed to be number 1.
Sam Darnold.
But look what happened.
Because here's the thing, Ayton could easily go 3.
Mm-hmm.
Easily.
Yeah, to Atlanta.
Yeah, easily, and he'd fit there.
Yeah, he'd be their guy.
Yeah, because they don't have anybody.
Dennis Schroeder.
Dennis
but-
Schroeder wants out. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. Is he a free agent?
You know what?
No.
This is probably really sad. I forgot the Atlanta Hawks were a team until you just said that.
I'm
They were
sure
bad.
a lot of people.
But that's the
thought-
thing is like
forgot.
even though the Suns are number 1 and the Kings are number 2, they have more to build off of right now. The Hawks to me are probably going to be the worst team in the league unless they get like an Ayton or somebody. But
There's a lot of talk about DeAndre Ayton getting, I beg your pardon, Dennis Schroeder getting traded.
he wants out. He unfollowed him on social media. Like
There's
that's
this
the
rumor
main
right here. I
passive-aggressive
saw
way of
this.
saying
Paul George
I wanna leave.
unfollowed
The
Carmelo and the Thunder on Twitter.
He wants out.
He wants out. But I saw this that the
coming
Knicks want to trade for Dennis Schroeder. They'll give Joakim Noah a number 37 pick, which is fair.
Joakim Noah is still playing basketball.
Joakim Noah, maybe.
Well, I mean, if let's just say hypothetically, the Hawks land Ayton and then they trade Dennis Schroeder and they get
Noah.
Noah.
Not good.
So
Well, Ayton can play
like
PF.
you got 2 centers.
No, he plays center.
But it
there.
could be a good thing because, like, I mean, I know Joakim Noah's not that good now, but he could be a good mentor. He was
Yeah.
good at one point.
And that means if you're the Hawks, your star player is playing alongside Kent Bazemore, which is your
Remember when Kyle Korver was on the Hawks?
Yeah, he was an all-star.
I know.
yeah.
They had Kyle Korver.
I love Kyle Korver.
They had Kyle Korver.
Ageless wonder,
Who did
37.
they have? Who's the other guy that they had?
He's
They
37.
had 4
37.
all-stars one year.
He
Who's the
doesn't
point
look
guard for
37.
the Pacers right now? Or no, I'm sorry. He's at Timberwolves now.
Butler?
No.
Rose.
No.
Did you know Kyle Korver was in the same draft as LeBron James,
I didn't.
and he played with Allen Iverson because
He
he
did.
drafted on the Sixers.
Kyle Korver looks
He
great.
plays with great. He is. Yeah, he is
He's
great.
37.
37.
He looks like 30.
He's playing like he's.
I said
30.
he was the most attractive basketball player.
And the thing with
Jeff
Kyle,
Teague. Sorry, Jeff
There,
Teague.
okay.
Jeff Teague was
Jeff
on that
Teague.
team. They had Kyle Korver. They had
On the Hawks, right?
What was the?
They had
They
Dwight
had
Howard, too, right?
Al Horford.
This is when the
Yeah,
Hawks were
they had
signing all those
Horford.
players.
They had Al Horford, and then they had one other guy who was.
I know who you're talking
Yeah.
about. I just can't think about it.
He
But what
he
year was
on.
this?
He signed with the
This
Raptors.
was like the
They got-
same year.
They were the number 1 seed
Yeah.
in the East. Obviously, they got dismantled by the Cavs, but
Yeah.
they were the number 1 seed in the East, and they had 4 all-stars.
This was like Big 3 Boston.
Hawk punch number 1 seed. When was this? Okay.
2000.
I wanna say
15?
2000. Wait, no way. I want to say like 2000.
2016.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's look up the Hawks roster in 2016. By the way, we don't really care.
I was gonna say, are we gonna talk about the playoff games?
Of course. Hawks roster in 2016. Kyle Korver, Ryan Kelly, Will Bynum, Al Horford, Jeff Teague, Shelvin Mack, Chris Humphries.
Former
I don't-
Kardashian.
I don't know who the rest of these players. Tiago Splitter, Tim Hardaway Jr., Kirk Heinrich, Dwight Howard, Dennis
Yeah, they
Schroeder,
had Dwight Howard.
Kent Bazemore, Tim
They
Hardaway Jr.
didn't have Dwight Howard in 2016.
No? Okay, I must be
Or
just...
Yeah, they did.
This was the 2015.
Was that when he was on the
Yeah,
Rockets?
no, they did. They did.
16 roster?
I'm
It
looking
wa-
at
they
it
didn't
right
have it
now.
at the same time as Al Horford.
Okay, Dwight Howard was like originally on the Magic, right?
Oh, it's the 2015-16 roster.
Yeah. Yes, he was. He was on the Magic, then the Lakers, then the Rockets, then
Didn't
the
the
Hawks,
Hornets.
then the Hawks, then the Hornets.
Oh, he's on the Hornets now.
Yeah. Atlanta Hawks.
Roster 2015.
2015-16 season.
That team had Kent Bazemore, Tim Hardaway Jr., Kirk Heinrich, Justin Holiday, Al Horford, Humphreys, Korver, Shelvin Mack,
Paul
Millsap, Mike Muscala, Dennis Schroeder, Thabo Sefolosha, Tiago Splitter, Jeff T. Just to name a few.
That's like, okay, you got Jeff T, Paul Millsap, Al Horford,
Kyle Korver.
and Kyle Korver.
Who was the head coach?
And then they had another guy at the 3 who was decent too. I don't remember his name, but he left in free agency that year.
Sefolosha.
No,
He plays 2, doesn't he?
He went to the Hawks. He has like long dreads. I don't remember his name.
I don't remember.
I
You know Al Horford's from the Dominican Republic?
I didn't know.
He's
that.
from the Dominican.
Same place as Big Poppy.
Wait, no, it was 2014-15 that they got first in the Eastern Conference.
I'm all over the place.
So,
Never
okay,
mind.
It was
Shit.
Pero Antich, Kent Bazemore,
Shit.
Elton Brand,
Elton Brand.
Damari Carroll. That's what I was thinking.
Damari Carroll, the Clippers
Damari
double machine off the
Austin
bench.
Day, No, Damari Carroll started.
Who am I thinking of then?
I don't know. But Jeff Teague, Thabo Sefolosha, Mike Scott, Dennis Schroeder, Mike Muscala, Paul Millsap,
How long has
Shelvin
Schroeder
Mack,
been on
Kyle
the
Korver.
Hawks?
So it was Al Horford was at center, Paul Millsap was at power forward, Damari Carroll started at the 3, Kyle Korver started at the 2, and Jeff Teague started at the 1. And then Thabo
a great
Sefolosha
team.
came out the bench. Elton Brand, Kent Bazemore, Pero Antich was decent that year. Yeah, that was a good team. Well, every one of these players are gone, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
Except for Schroeder.
Schroeder will be gone.
He's gone,
He's gone.
in his mind.
In his mind,
Yeah.
he is
He's
gone.
out. Anyways,
Let's talk about
Hawks suck.
yes.
Yeah.
Let's talk about yesterday's game. Rockets with a
didn't watch
close one, 95-92 over the Golden State Warriors, tying the series at 2. James Harden, 30 points. Steph Curry, 28. He was cooking in the third. He had 17 in the third quarter, something like that. He had 5
17
threes.
of his 28 in the third quarter, and it was irrelevant in the fourth quarter.
They gassed out.
Are you guys believers yet?
In the Rockets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the Rockets have to play their best basketball.
That the
to
NBA is
barely
rigged.
beat
That
the-
they
the
called the
NBA is
last
rigged.
like 0.5 seconds for bullshit.
Yeah, let them know.
It was.
No.
I feel like the Rockets have to play
Talk
their
your stuff.
absolute best basketball to barely beat the Warriors. When the Warriors are all clicking, if you look
Yeah.
at their 2 wins, it's not even
It's true.
close.
Okay.
And
I
the
know
Rockets
it's not even
have
close.
barely won.
But they're not playing well.
They're tired.
I don't know.
They're all tired.
They don't have the heart.
If I'll go out on a limb here and say that the Rockets yesterday won their last playoff game of the season. I think they lose game 5, and I think they lose game 6.
They just can't be
Is
missing those
game-
threes,
You
dude.
guys are sipping some haterade.
I'm not. It's not that. It's not
I
that I
know.
don't think the Rockets are good.
I know you know. I
I
mean,
just don't
know
think
that's
they're
not what
better
you
than
think.
the Warriors.
But this whole year, everyone we did playoff predictions in freaking February, and I'm like, hey man, the Rockets, they can real deal. And all you guys were like, no, they're gonna get swept by the Warriors. It's gonna be
I believe in the
4-1.
Rockets. Oh, come
I
on.
said Warriors in 6.
No, I remember specifically
When the series started, I said Warriors in 6.
specifically you guys. I was like, can the Rockets do it? Like, is it possible? Is it feasible? And you're like, until they show me that they can beat the Warriors, I will not believe in
I
them.
said
And
until
now they've beaten the
no,
Warriors
no.
twice.
I said
You're not believing
I
it.
said
And they beat the
until
Oracle.
no. I said until they beat them in a 7-game series.
It's even right now.
But they won the series.
They can.
They're tied.
So you said until they beat them in a 7-game series, I'm not going to believe in them.
When the Rockets
So you don't believe in them.
when the Rockets
Gold.
go to the NBA championship, I will think that they're
It
capable.
will have been too late.
Oh well, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to
Okay.
think that they're going to win the series until they win the series.
They can definitely win the series.
They can win the series. It doesn't mean they will.
So you believe they can win the series?
it's possible.
Anything is possible.
But I'm saying I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, I'm picking the Rockets until the Rockets beat them.
you guys
That's what I'm
thought it
saying.
wasn't even going to be close.
It is closer than I thought.
Okay,
But
come
I
on,
still-
don't count
I'm
I'm
still-
still the Rockets.
I
I'm
was
still
trying to
picking the
backstep.
Warriors.
That's funny.
I'm still picking the Warriors.
I know
in the
you are.
series.
The Rockets will play.
And
They
when
just-
the Rockets
they
go
look
to the
too
final,
good,
I'm gonna
dude.
be
Laugh into
slurping
the
up your
ba-
salty tears.
Honestly, I think if the Rockets go to the finals, that they could choke.
I
Still.
agree, probably.
I still think
That would be the first time
It will have not been the Warriors in like 3 years.
Yeah.
Chris Paul
I was
has
gonna say
choked a lot in the playoffs.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's first time for Chris Paul in the finals. I was gonna say James Harden has been in the finals.
He has. He didn't really.
What was that lead they blew last time?
3-1.
3-1.
To the Rockets. To the Rockets.
Who?
The Warriors. Or I'm sorry, not the Warriors.
The Rockets.
The Clippers.
Oh, the Clippers.
Blew a 3-1
God.
lead to the Warriors, and then the Thunder blew a 3-1
Yeah,
lead
that's right.
to the. No, okay. This is how.
The Thunder
Come
blew a
on.
3-1 lead to the Warriors.
Yeah, they blew a 3-1 lead to the
right.
Warriors.
That's when they had Durant, right? Okay.
and then but that wasn't the.
That was
same
Durant's last year.
That was Durant's last year in OKC.
season.
And then the Warriors blew a 3-1 lead.
But that wasn't the same. It wasn't.
Wasn't it?
The Clippers
I thought that
blowing
was the
their
most recent
3-1
one.
lead was the season before the
Oh,
Thunder
okay.
and the Warriors did. Yeah, but still.
Game 5 tomorrow night at Houston.
Who was a baseball team that blew a 3-1
The
lead?
Indians.
Yeah.
The Indians blew a 3-1 lead to the
Cubs.
Cubs. Didn't they just play?
Yep, they're playing right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then tonight's game, guys. Tonight's game, Cavs and Celtics. That one's tied
I
up.
won't be watching.
Cavs in 7. I'll be watching the
Hockey game.
Yeah.
I'll be watching the hockey game.
I'll flip, I guess. But
Well, I have to do both. Well, not.
you're working?
Yeah, because I'll be at the station. But I say Cavs in 6.
I say Cavs in 7.
If Cavs,
Man.
if the Cavs win this game, it's over.
what a turn of events. I bet before this series, everyone said Boston might sweep. Boston
No,
4-1.
no, no,
Boston
no,
4-2.
no. I picked the Cavs.
No. Well,
I
Shane
would have
Larkin-
picked the Celtics with Kyrie. I would absolutely.
But okay, but no, wait. If before you say anything
when the
else,
Cavs were down 2-0, when they were down 2-0, I was still picking the Cavs. We'll go back and watch it afterwards.
We gotta zoom
They were
into your
down
face for
2-0.
that one, dude. Just zoom in.
They were
right
down
as they're
2-0,
talking.
and I still said the Cavs.
the Celtics might be getting a catalyst back off the bench in Shane Larkin. So anything, it might be close. So Terry Rozier doesn't have to.
Nah, he
Play
won't be.
so
He'll be a
much.
non-factor.
You think so? Okay,
I don't think he's that good. He was literally not in the NBA last year.
we'll see.
Cavs and 7.
Josh Gordon wasn't in the NFL last year, and then he was, and then bam, Josh Gordon.
Yeah, but Josh Gordon wasn't in
Damn.
the NBA. Or wasn't in the NFL.
He wasn't in the NBA either.
He was in the NFL because he was not allowed to play. Shane Larkin wasn't in the NBA because nobody wanted him.
Son of
I'm
Barry
making
Larkin.
comparisons, okay?
That's are not adding.
Sorry.
If you're the Cavs, this is a big game. Who do you think this is a big game for?
The Celtics.
Everybody.
I
Yeah.
think it's a bigger game for the Celtics.
Something.
I think if they
yeah.
go in,
You're probably
they go
right.
into Cleveland and they're down 3-2, like that's it. Like Cleveland knows they'd much rather play a game 6, like and win it in game 6 than have to go on the road in a game 7.
That's why after Game 4, something I actually agreed with. Skip Bayless tweeted. He's like, Cleveland leads the series 2-2.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the perfect way to describe it.
because right now, like the pressure's on for the Celtics.
Yeah.
And they're at home. Very hostile environment at the TD Garden. Also a very racist environment.
But
That's just Boston.
That's just Boston.
I don't know. I feel it'll be a good one.
It'll be a good one. That game is at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. Before we close out the
In
show.
4 hours?
Yeah, 4 hours. Before we close out the show.
Top 40.
Top 40
Oh.
number 40s. My
It's
top
episode
40
40.
is Colt 45.
In 2 6.
It is episode 40. We made it 40 shows.
I know, that's great. I closed it.
That's about 38 more than I thought.
Yeah.
We're doing something right,
Yeah.
supposedly.
Okay.
I can't believe you guys really let me get on the mic for 37 shows because I missed a couple, but I really can't believe that you guys have allowed me.
I agree.
Yeah.
I
What a
can't-
mistake we made.
What?
That Tanner's been allowed to come on the show.
I feel like I'm the face of the show
Mm,
and the personality.
you would
of the
feel
show.
that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think Sam is the face.
I agree. Tim
Yeah.
Strong.
Tim Strong.
Tim Strong.
It's actually Richard.
B minus.
I think the funniest part when I'm
Okay,
rewatching
are
the
we gonna,
shows.
okay, are we going to do awards next show?
Yeah, because it's our.
Oh yeah, dude, we're fucking coming to an end soon,
know.
boys.
We
sad.
don't have a show on Monday.
Because it's Memorial Day.
Wednesday's the last show, my dudes.
Last guaranteed show.
And it's a We Don't Care Wednesday. I'm cool with that.
And the award show.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead, top 40.
Wait, what were you gonna say?
My
about-
favorite part about rewatching the podcast is like Richard just like on Reddit.
Oh yeah,
I can
well,
like see it.
That's so funny. Yeah, dude.
Reddit.
Anyway.
Top 40,
I
go.
think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I only have 9.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Honorable mention.
Jackie Robinson.
Would be number 1 if it was 42.
Yeah. There aren't really that many 40 people who wear number 40.
We'll just put an.
It was a
honorable
hard
list.
yeah.
Yeah.
So number 10 is this guy whose first name I don't even know. His name's Grealish. He plays soccer in the
Jack Grealish.
Jack Grealish.
Jack Grealish in the
these guys
Premier
know.
League.
West Ham.
Yep.
In the Premier League.
He wears number 40, and he's pretty good. He's 22 years old.
I'm gonna look up his stats.
Zach's gonna look up his stats.
He's how old?
22.
Oh shit, dude, he's young.
Yeah.
I thought
I
this was
wanna-
gonna.
I wanna
I
look
thought
up
this
his-
was gonna be like some older guy.
I'm gonna look up his FIFA rating because that's more important.
That is
That is more important.
number.
He's 73 overall. Trash.
I don't know, dude. Some of those like.
He's 22 years
That's
old.
value.
Relax, dude.
Yeah.
Some of those like 70s have like high sprint but like low fucking
And let's be honest.
bullshit
let's be
or
honest.
something. Yeah.
I looked on a
He
website.
has a terrible
I
card.
looked on a website that did all the numbers, like every number that at least one person has in the Premier League,
Yeah.
and he was the best person that was number 40.
Yeah.
So
So
he's doing something right.
Yeah.
he
He's
is
22. We're 22.
Yeah, we can't really
I don't know about you.
shit on
But
him.
I'm feeling
We're
22.
gonna
Let's
get
not.
copyright. Yeah.
That's
He
enough.
has great dribbling.
stricken.
That's what his card has. He's a great dribbler. 3-star weak foot.
Who's next, Taylor?
Wilson Contreras,
All right.
the catcher for the Chicago Cubs,
Go Cubs.
Try
World
Rice.
Series champion.
2 years ago.
He is a World Series.
He is a World Series champion.
Yeah.
He's also probably one of the best.
My
catchers
dad
in
thinks he
baseball.
sucks, and I was like, "I'll trade you Chris Archer for him," and he goes, "No thanks."
I feel like that's what we say with Dodger players too. And you're like,
I literally am trying to get rid of Chris Archer.
tampering. Just kidding. Go ahead.
Anyway, I forgot his first name. He played for the Sonics. His name was Kemp.
Sean Kemp.
Sean Kemp.
6-time All-Star.
Probably
I got-
the
I
best
got him
Sonic in history of Sonics.
I don't know.
Gary Payton is
I
the
really
best
like
Sonic.
Hedgehog.
Ooh, that's a good.
Sonic
I would say
the
Gary
Hedgehog.
Hedgehog.
I would say Gary Payton.
Sean Kemp can't make a run for the money.
I don't know. I like Gary Payton better.
The glove.
Also, technically, Kevin Durant would probably be the best.
Kevin Durant.
Number 6, Rick Sutcliffe, another Chicago Cub.
All right.
Hell yeah, brother.
Go Cubs, go!
Cubs.
And he won a.
Go Cubs, go!
What's it called?
Cy Young.
Cy Young.
Yeah.
Yep,
He's also on ESPN, right? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. Number 5, Bartolo Colon, pitcher for
Hell
the
yeah, brother.
Braves. What's he on right now?
The
Mets. The Rangers. You're right.
He just took a liner
been
to his
everywhere.
stomach.
That boy has been everywhere.
Big sexy.
He won a World Series with the Angels, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big
He's
sexy.
like 41.
He is.
Wow.
He's old as hell.
Who's the oldest baseball player still playing right now?
He is.
I think it's him.
Oh, really?
Definitely him. Yeah.
I'd believe it.
Because that's a number I don't hear a lot
Yeah.
in baseball.
44.
Yeah.
Fuck me, dude.
Yeah. He's and he's still good.
Dude, yeah,
like-
dude. Sometimes, man, the vets like just they're
He
gonna
was
die
an
playing the
all-star.
sport.
And he's like
2016.
big guy. Like if you Google him, he's just like
No, he didn't win a World
he's
Series
he's
with the Angels.
he's
Damn.
fatty.
He's not a World
Oh,
Series
he's like that?
champion.
Okay.
He's not a World Series champion.
champion.
Oh, damn.
He's on the Expos in 2002.
That's how old he was. He played for the Expos.
Jesus, I
He
don't even.
debuted for the Indians in '97.
You should see his then and now picks.
Was he skinny?
Anyways,
Number
He was super
4,
skinny.
Pat Tillman, the late Pat Tillman, Arizona Cardinal,
R.I.P.
Arizona State, Sun Devil,
That's where you guys are going.
and
Some pride.
veteran.
Army veteran or Marine veteran.
There's gonna be Sun Devils, man. It's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Number 3 is Henrik Zetterberg of the Detroit Red Wings. He's won some cups.
Yeah, I heard the name.
I just got this notification that Lenny Dykstra was arrested, threatening to kill an Uber driver while carrying cocaine,
is
MDA,
that?
and weed.
And he actually used to be on the Dodgers.
He was on the Phillies, right? He was on the Phillies.
He used to be on the Dodgers too.
He used to be on the
Is
Dodgers.
it,
yeah.
does that guy play still or no?
No.
Okay, I
He's
was
an old
like,
guy.
because if he still played, I'm like, damn, we should talk about that for a little bit, because that's a lot of things
Yeah.
He's
be
a total
caught
just
up. like.
trash dumpster.
His
fire.
son played for the Dodgers. That's what it was.
Yeah, he was on the Phillies.
Yeah, that too. He was on the Phillies. Number 2 is Tanner's favorite, Mike Allstott, Super Bowl champion.
Super Bowl champion. I love him. He's my favorite Buccaneer.
Is your favorite running back?
Yeah, he's a fullback though.
He ran the ball like fullbacks don't get the ball anymore.
They don't now.
They didn't then either.
I mean, he doesn't have like
He was a running back.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he was.
He was built like a fullback,
The
but
thing
he
is
lined
like
up
they
back
like
there.
always had somebody that was like their running back.
Yeah.
You know, like they were.
But they gave him the ball.
They
Instead.
did like on the goal line and stuff.
Even not on the
He
goal
scored
line.
the first touchdown in the Super Bowl.
He did.
That's all that matters.
Fun fact: did you know Walter Payton didn't score a touchdown in the Super Bowl? That he won.
No,
He was really upset.
I'm sorry, Walter Payton. You deserved it.
R.I.P.
Speaking of the Bears, number 1 is Gale Sayers, Hall of Famer. Yeah, that's the list.
That's the list.
A lot of Chicago on
Sweet.
this list.
A lot of Chicago and 40 are very synonymous.
Yeah.
But that's gonna
I'm
do
gonna
it
go.
for.
I'm gonna go get a 40 in Chicago.
All right.
Nice.
That's gonna do it for episode 40. We'll see you on
We'll see you on Wednesday
for
41.
Monday for 41.
No, Mondays.
Oh,
no,
shoot.
no show Monday. It's
No show
Memorial
Monday.
Day.
We'll see you on Wednesday for our last show for episode 41 with a lot of awards. See you then.
God bless. Go Race.